Hello, and we are very excited, in-depth genealogists, to be here today with Janet Hovorka and Jessica Taylor, who are going to be talking with us about the Genealogical Business Alliance.
Alliance.
Thank you for joining us. We are very excited about this new project, and why don't you tell us a little bit about it and how you got started?
Well, we've both run genealogy companies for quite a long time now, and we are doing well, and we've got employees, and we're managing more now rather than doing the day-to-day work. And the best thing that I get out of conferences, not the best thing, we love to talk to customers, we love to talk to partners, we love to be at conferences. It's so exciting, I can't even sleep, right? But one of the very valuable things for our business that we get out of conferences is going to dinner afterwards with each other and with the other business owners and being able to network and partner and learn from them the things that work and the things that don't.
Yes.
And it's just critical to be able to grow a business that we work together. And there's a lot of businesses in this situation, and so we thought we could maybe consolidate that more and create a
that sounds
partnership.
wonderful. I know Jennifer and I enjoy the after hours at the conferences.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where we get a lot of our networking in.
Definitely.
Meet new people,
And
learn new
that's such
things.
an important part of a conference, right?
And it's fun because a lot of times at the conferences, you get the opportunity to see what is going well for other companies.
Exactly.
And, as you build relationships with these other companies, you build trust and you can ask them, so how did this project work out for you? What went well? What would you do differently next time?
Right.
And it's actually, when you get off of the conference and you're doing all of the actual implementation of all of the conversations, that then you end up with a lot more questions.
Yeah.
So it's nice to
yeah.
have a base somewhere where you can go and say, hey, I don't know what to do about this.
Right.
What have you done in the past?
Right. Within minutes of setting up this Facebook group, somebody had asked something about QuickBooks or mentioned something about QuickBooks.
Yes.
And somebody was saying, hey, you need to use online QuickBooks. And I was like, how did I, because we've been using the software rather than online. And I can already see how that's just going to fit our business so much better. And boom, that little suggestion is going to make things run more smoothly. And I'm so glad that somebody just said something. And they didn't know I had that need. We were just chatting online. And so I think that kind of thing is going to all help us run our companies better.
So right now it's primarily a Facebook group. Are you planning on expanding outside of Facebook or doing more?
Right. We are kind of putting together a group of people. We're canvassing, of course, at RISTech, and we're planning on putting together a group of people that will maybe just start talking about what we can do with this. Maybe even purchasing power together. Networking opportunities, all sorts of things that we can. Somebody talked about doing a cruise together, so like all sorts of things
the
we can do.
Genealogy Business Alliance cruise.
I mean, there's lots of ideas floating around about what we could do with this. So we're kind of trying to put a group together that will figure that out. But right now, it's a really cool Facebook group.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So.
I know that for me, I manage a lot of the financial part and, the contracts and all of that kind of stuff. And while I am not a lawyer, I have a situation sometimes come up, and I'm fortunate that my boss in my day job is an attorney.
Right.
And so I can always go to him, and he doesn't charge me, which is really nice.
That's great.
But, again, it's kind of that little, I really should be talking to someone who is more specialized in our area.
And that's the perfect example. What if we could all kind of collaborate? I need a little bit of copyright help or this or that or the other, and we could collaborate and then deal with a lawyer who really understands genealogy,
Right.
Yeah.
So
I know
that'd
for
be
a
good.
lot of us in this industry, we got here because we like genealogy.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't get here because we were a business major or an accountant or
But that's what-
any of those pieces. And so
right.
collaborating, being able to mentor, being able to reach out and say, what attorney do you like?
Right.
Because I need one, is really beneficial.
And it's totally legit to be a genealogist. That's what gives us the passion. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of us have now gotten into a position where we're responsible for other people's jobs and
Right.
and we want to do this right, and we want this company to live beyond us as well. And so we want these mom and pops to grow up and really become strong
Well, I would
companies.
also think we want to secure our personal financial safety and business growth as well, because as new entrepreneurs and new into businesses, if we do something wrong, we're the ones who, if we forget to file the taxes right, or we forget to do something
Right.
right, or we overstep a copyright or do something wrong, it would have been better to have had some sort of mentorship
Right,
or
right.
advice before
Right.
then
Exactly.
to make sure, right?
Exactly.
I think about those
Yeah.
odd things, maybe because it's
No.
tax season, but
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great to find somebody who'd do all our taxes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
I'll recommend somebody.
See, if you got somebody, that's what I need. Exactly.
Yeah, but the networking and just getting advice from other business owners, that's really wonderful. I actually, Ed from Evidentia,
Yeah.
he had gotten in touch with me because we've done a number of books, gotten them published, and he wanted to know, well, which company do you use? How did you like working with them? All of those kinds of questions. And, I was able to share my experience because we've published a number of books.
Right.
And, so I gave him some tips, and hopefully, they were helpful to him.
I think both of us would say we wouldn't be in business without the partnerships that we have.
Well, they've grown a lot
They've helped
due
us
to
grow a
those
lot.
partnerships.
Bruce
Yeah.
Busby was an amazing mentor to us in the beginning and helped us, set up things and gave us lots of great advice. And it's just a really good thing to have help.
Wow.
Definitely.
Well, our time is almost up. Is there one last thing you think people out there should know about before we sign off?
Yeah, if you're managing a business, we want to, we'd love to have you join us. There's a Facebook group.
It's Genealogy Business Alliance.
Yes.
So
Just
look
come
us up
join the
there.
Facebook group and we'll see where this goes.
All right, well,
So that's
great.
good.
Thank you so much for joining us today, ladies.
Thank you.
I learned a lot, and I look forward to seeing where this goes in the future.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for joining us today.